Okay, we are back. So with vinegaroon, so we put a little needs foot oil on it. Now with vinegaroon, you don't want to go submerge it because it's vinegar, so it's an acid. It will dissolve a lot of stuff like metal. So that's the one thing. Now you want to put a little bit on. You don't want to go nuts. You want to just put it on. We'll see how this goes. Let's let that soak in. Might have to do a couple of passes. Now, yeah, we're doing the inside part, the gusset of this cartridge box. Now, maybe the oil should have dried overnight. So you could see this one did not go as I planned. I'm going to take a few passes probably. Yeah, notice how I laid down some paper towels. That's called being smart. Sometimes, like a little bit of paper towel, sometimes really helps you out. Yeah, this is not going so good. Maybe because it froze overnight. Not 100% sure, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, this is kind of soaking in. But it's turning black, so that's some of it. We're going to just grab the back of this. Buff it a little bit. Ugh. And then we're going to try over here. So, obviously we want to it's got to be a little bit warmer. So, it's not wanting to like go in. Or I need to add more vinegar. Sometimes your vinegaroon doesn't work because it needs more vinegar. The acid just kind of has just been sitting out too long. It's not doing what it needs to do. So that has sometimes stuff to do with it. You can see this kind of soaking in. All right, see, boom. Now, some people will try to submerge. I'm not a big fan of submerging. Yeah, maybe it just got too much. Maybe I put too much oil. Probably gonna have to do a couple of rounds. Maybe throw this on my little heater in here. It's probably like 40 degrees in here. So temperature has a lot to do with stuff. See, this didn't come out too great because I just oiled it. I threw a little bit more oil on. This part might have been the most dry. So that might have something to do with it. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to move this over. Let this king dry up, this piece. And we're going to move on to the strap. We're going to see how this goes. And if it starts going bad, we're going to end the section. And then we're going to go from there. All right. Try to get off some of the excess. Yeah. It's working slightly better. I did drag up some of the iron in there, aka my poison dust. If you know, you know. So this is coming out a little bit better because I dragged up some of the iron from the bottom. Ooh, that's stainy. So I'm doing it slow because, yeah, you can like circular it in, but with this stuff, you kind of just want to be careful. Oh yeah, that's working good. Yeah, this one just got oiled, and I put it on the heater. So this part is actually working, which is, I don't generally get winds too much, but sometimes. We're gonna mix this up. And if you notice, I have my die on my left side because I'm right-handed. And I don't want to swing my arm, because I'm moving this arm, my right arm. I don't want to swing my right arm into it and knock the jar over all my projects. Ask me how I know. Ask Pepperidge Farm. He knows. Pepperidge Farm remembers everything. So that's sometimes why I do it that way. I'll move it because, yeah, why is this working so good on this piece? Sometimes it's just a matter of how the leather wants to take it in. As both, remember, I'm using just the economy grade. I'm not using the good stuff, Herman Oak or something like that, or, multiple other different companies are out there that are very high quality. But if you're just starting out and you're just making yourself a little bit of equipment to learn how, don't learn on like $200, $300 hides. Learn on the $100 hides. Practice. Practice makes perfect. And you pick up stuff as you go along, like skiving. Skiving is super important. See, this is coming out much better. Why? I don't know. Sometimes it's just the science. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. That came out much better. Much better. I'll kind of wipe it off. I used to neutralize it. We're not going to neutralize these. I used to neutralize these with, oh, look at how pretty that's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out good. So, I think what I'm going to do from now on is oil first, because we're just learning as we go. Oil first, a little bit, because, we don't know how long the hide's been sitting. I mean, it's definitely been sitting in my shop for a long time, and it probably was sitting somewhere else for a long time. And now we're just trying to just do some experiment. It needs a little bit of oil brought back into it. Because neat's foot oil is made out of I don't know, hoofs or some kind of something. I don't know the full chemical breakdown of it all. So we'll figure that out one day. I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's what I'm using. I mean, there are other products, obviously. I mean, if you know a better product or what you like to use or what you like to do, throw it in the comments. I love a good comment. Now, will my response be reasonable and well spelled? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if my comments are not unhinged. So, yeah, just like a true American craftsman. Yeah, see, I got a little stain right here. And hopefully, I'll be able to get rid of this. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll get enough. Maybe I'll put some more on it. And hopefully it'll blacken up enough. Yeah, you can see this part's not dry. Not that dry. All hides aren't the same, and sometimes they're not all that great. But, you get what you pay for in life. But, you could make the economy grade from Tandy look pretty good. Especially if you're just beginning. Don't be hard on yourself. Mistakes happen. Like that's just how it is. You go slow too. Don't stress yourself out. When you start a project, if you're getting bored with it, just stop it. You don't have to finish it. Guess what? You don't have to finish projects you start. I mean, it's always the best and you feel good about yourself when you finish them, but if they don't finish and you don't want to finish them, that's okay. Just throw them out. Nobody wants your half-done projects. Here's another piece of advice. Nobody wants your half-done projects. realistically. I mean, and if anyone wants a half-done project, that's because they got 10 half-done projects themselves. Like, keep it real. There's one thing that, like, reenactors love more than anything, and that's a half-done project. I don't know why they love it. They love half-done projects. Every reenactor I go to, whether their house is super clean or filthy, it doesn't matter. They all have a half-done project somewhere. Or they throw them out, or they're smart. Well, I'm sure there's some adjusted people. But, yeah. So, yeah, this is probably going to need 2 coats. Yeah, you can see where some of the oil was still in the residue. Yeah, and we're almost done with this piece. We'll see how that piece dries up. And that, you know, so yeah, man, I think soon I'll be getting to the stitching. This is all the prep work. You want to get your stuff dyed before you stitch it. I don't know why, but yeah, you can see this one, some of the oil just didn't go the best. Oh my God, this strap was long, guys. Ugh. I gotta get it over on the side. Okay. All right. Ooh. Yeah. Now we're just gonna take a big. Yeah, you can see sometimes, you see how it's different colored? Yeah, the oil is, sometimes these hide, remember all hides don't take it the same way. I'm actually not that great at dyeing. One of the things I've been working on for a few years. Sometimes when your vinegaroon comes out gray, it's because it's too old. Now that doesn't mean you need to dump it out. Just dump, you know, you just need a little bit more acid. If there's still metal in it, throw a little bit of metal in it, like another thing, another piece of metal. You know, obviously, if you have iron, that'd be great. The powdered iron doesn't work that great. Like iron oxide, like the stuff you use for bricks, doesn't work all that great. I have found that it does not work great for me. All right. And we're going to let this dry. We're probably going to have to hit this again. So, thanks for watching.